what's involved in the disco party? Is there like some kind of like rave stuff in there, or is she just like
she has her blanket, she's twirling it above her head.
Oh God! If this is what she's doing when she's 2, just imagine.
Good luck.
The potential is there for...
Oh, never mind. She basically just crashed and burned, and now she's passed out.
Sick.
That lasted long.
Baby
That was
DM couldn't handle it.
Too much pressure. It was on the spotlight for too long. Burns! It burns!
Oh my God. Oh, this is so crazy. I'm just staring at the board and I'm so upset. It's like,
Why?
You're upset.
I'm so upset.
You're the one who's upset.
I'm so upset.
Not like the finale, like the big climax was horrendously anticlimactic.
I even I
wasn't.
even named the episode to like, yield the comedy that came from that, like with all the spiders. I literally, like, whenever those moments happen, this maybe is like a sign of how old I am. Like, did your parents ever make you watch those like old yakety sax like things? It's like a UK old show where it's like
Benny Hill. Benny Hill.
Benny Hill, exactly. It's like I always hear that in my head whenever something dumb happens like that. You just picture all these spiders trying to look menacing and they're just like,
Yep.
What are you guys?
I ain't complaining. I've only
You're
been paying
all
my
gone
points.
God. Well, there's
I was
more.
just thinking, like, oh, they're going into this, and they're gonna be so boned. These spiders are gonna like get on them, and then the wizard's gonna light them up. Nope.
I mean, the wizard tried.
He did try,
He did try.
and he failed
He tried
he
so
taught.
hard.
many times.
Did
But
anybody
in
pick up his
the
foot and
end-
stuff?
And it's the dwarf who's the one who dealt the most damage out of that whole combat with his fists, basically.
Peter OP!
Oh man, Deb just gifted Bill with the ultimate reward for all the XP he's earned, a gifted sub to the Key Lime stream. What a goddess.
He said that he was watching an advertisement, and I was thinking Bill Warhammer should not be watching advertisements.
That's right. Advertisers should pay Bill to watch his content, for him to watch their content. They should be so honored to have Bill Warhammer be allowed to watch their content.
Indeed.
We
Yep,
still
you're
never
not
did
wrong.
something for Bill. Maybe I'll just make Bill a character in season 2.
You could make him like an NPC. You could make him like an NPC that gives a quest or something.
I'll just have him play Strahd.
And that's one way to do it.
Suddenly, you see something in the corner, and then the camera just like suddenly there's another person there, and it's just Bill Warhammer. How do you think Bill sounds, by the way? Like when you picture
How
Bill
yous doing?
Warhammer, yeah, it's like, do you picture like a closeted nerdy guy, like an ultimate Chad guy? Like what is Bill in your mind?
He's a poor, but human.
I always picture Bill as like very hyper for some reason. Like I always kind of assume he'd be bouncing off the walls all the time.
I think until I found out he was from Philly, I pictured him with like
Oh no, he
a
is from
southern accent.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's right, Pittsburgh. Sorry.
Oh,
I
so-
think Bill...
The other half of this group is from Philly.
That's true. All the black shirts are from Philly for some reason.
But I was
the
imagining
better
like
part
a
of
southern
Pennsylvania.
accent. But that's probably because I'm surrounded by southern accents.
Well, in Pittsburgh, you might as well be Southern.
Throw in shade. We're just gonna have like a civil war, like for no reason at the final episode.
Yep.
So, well, since he's from Pittsburgh, we'll just assume he's got like a super like I don't know. Let's just make him a caricature. Like he's just wearing a yellow construction hat, and he's just got like a steel pipe over his shoulder all the time, like
Drinking his pop.
Yeah, drinking his pop, having a God, what is that sandwich called? They have a po' boy. Is that what it's called?
That's like Cajun,
that
like
is
from
Louisiana.
Oh shit. Okay, not a po' boy. They have some weird sandwich place there that I know is really famous. When I went to Pittsburgh once, I had it. No, it's not a gyro bill. It's like what they sell. There's like a famous sub shop or grinder shop or whatever the hell that place is. It's like the touristy sandwich place, like where you go. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a famous one.
You
Yeah, Pimanti
discounted
Brothers.
The guy from Pittsburgh is like, no, that's not what your sandwich is called.
Yeah, you idiot. No.
Jeff, I'm not making fun of people from the South. I live in Tennessee.
It's true. Deb is south. As far as we know, she was at the capital
I mean,
on
I don't
1-6.
have much of a drawl because I grew up elsewhere, but I love the South. I love living here.
Baby.
So
Deb is a traitor.
What would you say is the best Southern comfort food that you like have? Like, what's a Southern staple out there that you have? Like, is it some like hyper buttered up something, or is it?
I mean, I love butter grits.
Butter grits are good. The closest I have to any kind of proper Southern food is like Cracker Barrel, but I feel like that's probably like not actual Southern food. It's just like
It's like Taco Bell is Mexican food.
exactly like it's the imaginary version of what Southern food should be like.
I mean, I like Cracker Barrel. It's good.
All right,
but
good.
I wouldn't like point to it and say like that's authentic or
I have to kill him. We have
it's
an
mass
issue.
produced.
What's the issue?
Automated home. Carl can't hear her voice properly.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
like a very...
Meg's listening to the stream and she says she can't really hear me on the stream.
Oh.
Everyone is low apparently.
Oh,
Is that what it is?
I don't
You're a
know.
noob apparently.
Let me see. Oh my god. Cancel the whole stream. Cancel the whole freaking thing.
Let's go and play
Watch me
Honeypot,
frantically
guys.
baby-proof my room.
No, guys, we're playing Honeypot tonight. Number
Yeah.
2. Came out.
How do I even...
Play Honeypot.
She's working.
Just click it.
Where the hell are the options? Okay, there
Yeah,
they are.
Daddy's right there.
Audio settings. Input volume. I have output volume maxed right now.
Do you want to sit with me?
That's really weird because she says she can't
No.
hear me, but she can hear everyone else.
Bender says
No,
she can't.
no, you can't have that.
Bender says she can't hear a line.
You can hear Key Lime okay?
No, don't listen to
Drew all
Bender.
of your
Bender's
drinks last time.
Bender is not a reliable source of this.
He's trolling.
Yeah, Bender.
Okay.
Literally, that's Bender's MO. Is like whatever he's saying is it's literally the opposite every single time.
What a good guy. I love him already.
Real quick, Cal, say something.
Hey, Key Lime.
So yeah, you're like your levels are there. They're just a
Yeah.
little low, maybe. Deb, say something.
Hello.
Yeah, your levels are about the same. Panos, say something.
Something.
Yeah, I think it's like Deb and Cal's levels are a little low, but like everyone else is coming in clean. I can't adjust your volumes at all.
Okay.
Bill says still.
What if I do this?
Oh,
Does
shit.
that help?
Jesus.
It does.
my
It
God.
did. That helped a lot, actually.
You blew my
That's-
ears.
That helped me lose consciousness.
That straight up
Zero HP.
did help.
On what?
Dennis,
But
why are you hiding your face?
so yeah, Cal, maybe the mic just needs to move closer to your mouth or
We
something.
need to see
No,
your
it's the
beautiful
same
Oh,
place
visage.
it's a
as
very
last
important
time.
report.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was slightly better. I saw you get
Yeah.
into the yellow with that one.
Okay, well, I moved it like a third of a centimeter. There we go.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
pretty good. It's still
Okay.
maybe a
Very
little bit
bulletin.
quieter. I mean, certainly quieter than me because I jacked myself because I'm. All right, that sounded awful. Let's start the intro. Yeah.
Sandra! He's here.
And with that
Oh my
verbal
God.
blunder, let's begin the stream.
I really want to focus on how you jack yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. I do not.
Well, you see, it requires a lot of technique. There's a
in
muscle in your arm, you know, that's kind of.
Please tell me more, please. Yes. Nice. Oh, you swing it. Oh, yes, baby, yes.
It
I
didn't.
need to not encourage this behavior.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
I'm so tempted to just go into like.
First time Bender's seen our intro, I guess.
Yeah, new intro. Never, ever.
Never before seen.
We definitely have not played it the last few weeks. So
No.
Definitely not. 100%.
No, we haven't played the intro ever before.
First time seeing that.
Welcome everybody to the season finale of the Tales of Whimsy. We are literally at the end. Like if you could see the book for this campaign, and I'm making literally all this up because I don't know. If like let's just pretend there's like this thick, we're like we got like just a couple pages. There's just like a little bit. Like an
I
easy
do have a
weensy.
book for this. I just don't know where it is.
But the end can be misleading because of appendices and sources.
That's
no,
right.
This one's
And
very
notes.
like okay. Here's like 2 pages of magic items. Here's how to hook it to other adventures.
Thing, as
That's
an avid
very-
book reader, It's
It's
often
very
the case. You think that you have a lot to go, and you really only have a tiny bit.
The epilogue is actually half the book. We just didn't. I just didn't like read far enough ahead. But we've got ourselves a sick situation. We made our way through the wave echo cave, murdered lots of stuff, got to the final room, and I will pitch it to Carl to tell us how well that fight went. Carl, how did that last fight go for you?
That last fight made me want to drink heavily. And I did.
But you were drinking. weren't
And then I
you?
got very sad.
I mean, you started drinking, right? Aren't you drinking currently?
Oh, I was. So it was a light beverage, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna fill up and just have a 30-ounce gin and tonic and just kind of ride out the night.
It's like, just picture there's this project that Carl's been working hard on for like months and months, and he finally hands it in,
Literally
and then for
6
some
months,
reason,
I think.
some kid just smashes his entire project right before he presents it, and he gets like a C- on it. And it's like,
What kind of kid would do that?
I just feel like that's how it went. But enough with the jibber jabber. Carl, I know we're all jazzed to get in there. Let us begin episode 23 of the Tales of Whimsy.
Episode 23. So a lot of things did happen. There was the horrible fight with the spiders. You met and killed Nesnar, the aforementioned black spider, who has been kind of sort of stalking you and sending things your way, but not really. He seemed to be in a deep meeting with one of the Rockseeker brothers, Nundro. And you overheard that they were talking about basically splitting the profits of the mine. After you spoke about how awesome you were and how you essentially conquered this entire place, he was like, cool, let me reward you. Obviously, it was a betrayal, and you guys caught it early. And instead of getting completely wrecked by spiders, they essentially had like a slippy slapped fun time and just got murdered. It's as if they were just like, the floor was a giant sheet of ice for them. They're just like, woo.
Yeah, I think
And you
your
guys like,
your
nah.
spider had 2 self-inflicted debuffs on it at one point,
Oh yeah, it did.
Way more attack
2
innocent.
self-inflicted debuffs.
and the other
Cool
one I
spider.
think had 1 self-inflicted debuff.
I went through and I counted all of the natural ones I rolled.
All right, hold on.
12.
Oh, I was about to say we should have taken bets. I would have.
12 natural ones.
I would have guessed
Drum
under
roll.
that. Actually, I knew it was a lot. I would have assumed it was closer to like 7 or 8 or something.
Oh no.
It was so much worse.
It was so much worse.
Is this your personal record for natural ones in one session, though?
As far as I know, yes.
I mean,
The
it's,
ones where it seemed the most important, I've rolled the most ones.
Impressive.
It was horrendously demoralizing.
I love
I
that
felt
with
bad
us.
as a DM and as a human being.
some.
You know, that's a perfect progression, though, from a DM to a player. You know, everything happens for a reason. The game tells you that you need to stop DMing and become a player.
Yep, you guys were just meant to breeze through the climactic finish of this battle.
All that preparation for nothing.
And it's funny, the person that did the most damage was the dwarf with the bare fists, just knocking the daylights out of Kuarin.
Yeah,
There-
that wasn't a fun time.
D&D is never supposed to get fancy, apparently. You should literally just make a brutish dude just run up and punch people. No fanciness, no tricks, no spells, no spell slots, just punching fools.
Everyone should be a bare-fisted barbarian.
Yep.
Oh my god. Well,
Get angry, punch people.
so we ended the combat with a capture sequence.
Yes. You managed to basically give Nundro a big ol' hug, and then you tied him up. And this is where we will kind of come back. Okay.
Baby DM is
Okay.
still raving over there.
Yep. Baby DM is just going in and all of her, well, it's her bucket of toys. So that's fine.
That seems
Yeah,
fine.
you can't choke on anything in there. That's cool.
Hashtag
Very
parents.
concerned
Roll
father.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's fine.
builds
It just
character.
sucks because now I zoomed in the camera. I can't like keep an eye on her in the corner.
That's what you need to use your dice cam for. Just have baby cam as like a separate little scene in the corner.
Yeah. If I go suddenly unconscious, it's because she's thrown something at the back of my head.
We'll have it all
I'm
on
sure
camera.
We'll see that.
Yeah,
Wow,
just
baby.
slump over.
We'll make it a YouTube video and make millions.
But before we get in, you guys saw Cluauden do something very unusual. She used some pretty heavy necromancy and just straight up almost killed Nesnar in one shot, or a spider in one shot.
Yeah.
it was a
No,
bugbear.
she did
I
kill a
just
spider in
straight
one
up
shot.
No, I straight up murdered a bugbear. Just
Oh, it was a bugbear?
yep.
Okay.
Last room before this one.
Oh, okay. That's what it was.
Mm-hmm.
No one commented on that.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah, Clorin
she
definitely
used, a very
it was when we were in
spell.
the little bugbear saloon down there, the pajama fight. She like grabbed one and shocked it to death with necrotic damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it did.
What did you
The
damage?
spell inflict wounds, which it was
That's
the spell
right.
inflict wounds and caused a bit of a tizzy as I was like, that seems really powerful for a first level spell.
Yeah,
That's
I
just the
remember.
way it's
I
written.
do remember that, but I don't think I took note of the fact that it was like
Yeah.
necromancy or whatever.
Yeah, it's necromantic necrosis damage.
Oh yeah. That's a bad touch cleric move.
Bad touch.
We're gonna
Yeah.
find out that Clorin's actually the BBEG the entire time. Like,
Can-
And with
Donna-
that, we're gonna take a trip to the past.
oh shit. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
And you see the camera is going to basically pan in on Cluauden's face and then kind of pan back out to a softer looking Cluauden. Maybe there's a few less wrinkles around the eyes, not harsh. The world has definitely been a lot better to this Cluauden than the current Cluauden. But the cave that housed Lucai's personal shrine was prettier than had any right to be. Cluauden let her hand run along the smooth stone of the cave walls, meticulously carved out by dwarves long ago and abandoned for reasons unknown. The carvings on the wall were not the usual boring dwarven text, but they were of green places, forests, vales, flowers, and animals, all carved in intricate detail. The carvings weren't dwarven made. Rather, Lucai had added them over her years of using this dwarven outpost as her personal dwelling and sanctuary for those seeking Eldath's blessing in the nearby forest. Anyone that came into this part of the dwelling, they might think it... What did you just take? Give me that. They might think it odd that a priestess of Eldath lived beneath the earth, but with her carvings and many vines sneaking in from the cracks on the roof, the place was oddly comforting. Their little village of Anmore was on the edge of the Trollbark Forest, and it was a popular destination for merchants and pilgrims to stop. It was right on the trade route, so the cavern was well appointed to accept people free of charge. Of course, donations were always appreciated and often encouraged, especially if it was a traveling lord or another noble. The main areas that Lucai had guests in were all as one would expect: prayer room, library, kitchen, and a well-appointed lounge with old but serviceable furniture. Walking through the rooms, Cluauden spotted a new painting, likely gifted to the priestess by someone in town or a traveling merchant. No one would suspect what lay beyond the great doors in Lucai's private suite. The great doors that only Cluauden and the other two priests were permitted to go behind. Cluauden stood in the doorway to the private study. Thank you. Lucai had her papers mostly neatly put away, except for the table in the middle of the large room. Papers were strewn around, books left open for further research, notes scrawled at the margins. For now, her friend had her back to the door, her head dipped, poring over her spell book. But that's not the most unusual thing in the room. Noting the new skull that had been added to the collection of the wall of bones above Lucai's desk, Cluauden could only guess that the village had been attacked again while she had been gone. It was getting more common, and Cluauden wasn't sure how much longer the village would be able to keep Lucai's secret. Priest of Eldath, or no?
So who were they, and what did they do?
A noble's son who was trying to extort taxes from the village as well as some favors from some of the young ladies.
And what did you do?
Lucai turns to face Cluauden, and her grin was sharp. I cut off his favorite body part, small though it was, and beat him to death with it.
Was I?
I meant his leg, of course. Cluaden would complain, but it was Lucai's humor. She didn't mean it. The death of the foolish noble was likely his own doing, even if Lucai was the one who took his life. Lucai didn't kill unless she absolutely had to, and those she killed, why not put them to use? Lucai walked over to Cluaden and set a hand on her shoulder. You worry too much, my friend. I have been here for many years and have yet to be outed. And as you know, Lucai motions to the books and papers on the table Cluaden sat at. I'm working on a backup plan, but it will take some time. Phylacteries are expensive, after all. Cluaden sighed and looked at Lucai. So many would write off her as evil, thank you, for the magic she used, but it was just another tool, as evil or as good as the user. And Lucai? She had dedicated her life to protecting the village and the sacred waters nearby.
Well, I suppose I'll try not to worry when I go north. The merchant that came by yesterday is going to take me north to Neverwinter. As far as I can tell, it's the last place anyone saw my father.
It would be a difficult parting, but Cluaden knew that the village was in safe hands with Lucai. After all, Lucai had been protecting the village much longer than she had been a cleric. It had been Lucai who initiated her into Eldath's teachings, after all. Lucai grinned as she knew how long Cluaden had been itching to travel. She snapped her fingers, summoning a skeleton. Get us some mead, the good stuff. This calls for a celebration. And with those words, the skeleton departed, and the two old friends settled in for an evening of revelry and preparation for Cluaden's travel. It would be quite some time before they would see each other again, and they were both determined to make the most of it. And we fade back onto Cluaden's face in the present.
Can I have a question? I have a question.
Does Panos have a question? Or does Moran have a question?
English, Panos had a question. What was this kind of phylactery? Do we know what was this kind of phylactery? Was it omitted from the information?
So...
Or is it not relevant?
It's actually very relevant to what's going on.
Okay, I'm sorry then.
Phylactery in kind of D&D terms is necessary to create what's called a lich, which is basically a very powerful undead wizard. They're usually insanely evil.
But also they're like almost demigods or something?
They're pretty powerful.
Yes.
And because of the phylactery, they're nearly immortal.
And there are phases also on the liches are like almost full blown, or they're less powerful according to the phylactery powers as well. So
there's like lich and demi-lich.
Fun fact, guys. You didn't know that, but it's fun.
Yeah.
So, okay. And of course, we all have no idea.
No.
Cool.
This is
Did our characters retroactively understand what Ryan used there, or we were not aware just to the hit of the button? No.
I would have known what I used. Maybe.
Yeah, there would be a chance.
I would have
Magic-y.
detected kind of the
darkness,
kind of the burst of necromancy. Even Alicia may have recognized it, seeing as kind of a lot of her pool comes from that class
Swimming
of
in my
spells.
pool, Cluaden.
Yeah.
I dip a toe in now and then.
It doesn't go on your head.
Did you use any of those spells this combat, or was it purely the bugbear one?
Just in the last one.
Just in the last one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's not an organic reason for me to ask you what the hell that was. Okay.
I mean, I'm sure it's not the first time we'll see something.
Yeah.
I see.
So then I guess
I mean, it seems like it's part of your character development.
yes. So then I guess that leaves us in the temple with Nundro.
Yeah, with Nundro bound,
wrapped up,
primed for questions. Yeah. So who's gonna go? What are you guys gonna do? You gonna go do like a good cop, bad cop routine?
I mean, Pi, as he wrapped him up, would essentially just shout at him and be like, "What the hell are you doing? We come in here and we're sitting there trying to get Your brother, everything that he asked for. I don't even know what the hell's happening down here. We find you two talking, and then all of a sudden there's spiders punching us and stuff, and they seem to hit each other a lot. I don't understand what's going on, but you need to start talking. What are you doing down here?
I told you I was down here negotiating terms with Nesna on the profits of the mine, seeing as he had an earlier claim than we did.
But
We thought
why-
it would be better if we
not the
worked
only-
together to clear the mine and
You're not
both
the only
make
one
money.
who has a say, though. What about your brother?
Exactly. You forgot about your brother. You don't care about him. He cares about you deeply. That's very weird for you to say.
He sent
I
us to
believe-
look for you.
Cares
believe
about
that-
us deeply. You know, we've been down here in the mine for weeks while he's been gallivanting across the Forgotten Coast.
He was kidnapped, like, son.
Oh,
Did something happened between you guys? Like, like you had a fight or something? Like, was there something that grew you apart? Because I've heard like dwarves are very close, like they're bonded families. It's so weird for you to abandon your brother like that in a situation like this. Like, wouldn't you want to share the profits with him?
Nundro is going to look pointedly at you for a second and go, aye, yeah, that's true. However, he's been plotting behind our backs.
You're telling us that Gundren
Let me
is...
guess. I bet you he promised you a stake in the mine too if you help clear out.
Pi kind of looks at Alicia and Aran and Kluarin with like this like oh shit face. Like
Yeah. Nah, I'm not a fool. He did the same thing I did, except he did it to 4 adventurers as opposed to a drow. That's the only difference.
Well, why did they attack us the minute we came in the door?
Yeah, we could have like negotiated something. We weren't coming here like to kill people. We were here just to clear out the mine and figure out what the hell was going on. We're not intending to kill people for no reason. It's very weird.
Aye, he attacked first.
Maybe you are lying. Maybe you are thinking that you wanted to take us out of the picture because you
Why
knew
don't you
that
go
your
in?
brother sent us.
Go ahead and roll an insight check there, Panos. Or
What Panos?
Aran.
Amaran.
I think Pi would probably also, for what it's worth.
Okay.
Not like he's any good at it though.
A 5 and a 9 respectively.
Sick.
You do not detect any lies.
This dude's telling the
Oh.
truth.
So, if you are telling the truth, what can we do now?
trust him. I hate this guy. I kind of want to break this guy's legs. I'm just going to say that, but I should probably see if he's lying or not first.
That'd be helpful.
That better?
17.
A 17.
That's better.
Again, Kluarin, you're the one who's able to kind of see through stuff, and there's definitely not something not right with this guy.
Right, so I look at him and I just look at him and I say, "You're lying through your stupid wee fat face. You want to tell us the truth, please?"
What you are? Why would she lie?
He's
has,
lying.
Like,
No,
like
there was
nothing to
something.
do.
There was something weird going in the minute we came in here. He was looking at that drow as if he was getting permission for him to do stuff, and now he's lying. Ah, no, don't trust this wee. Yeah.
Can I like do an Arcana check to detect magic on this guy?
Puppy?
Thank you.
I'm basically trying to determine if he's under like a spell of some kind. Like
Sure, go ahead.
if he's like charmed
you
or
can-
something.
You can see if you can identify like the after effects of such a spell.
How's an 11 feel?
Nope.
Taking nope.
That's you don't know if he's under the effects of a spell or not.
Pi has the best of intentions, guys, I promise. It's just-
Aran believes that she's not lying, so he's not gonna test if he's under the influence of a charm or something. And he's gonna say, so let's say what you say is true. Let's say for a moment what you say is true. What's gonna happen now? I mean, the negotiations are gonna go haywire. What are we gonna do now to fix this? Is there anything we can do now to fix this? I mean, we can take the mine for ourselves, I guess.
Well, you've killed the bugbears, yes?
Aye.
Who's
All of
left to
them?
oppose us? Who's left to oppose us of us taking the rule of the mine now? Of the cave?
Well, there was
Right.
another dark elf kicking about.
And Gandalin, do you know maybe where that dark elf is hiding right now, or is in general?
Yes, he came in briefly, but he left through the doors you came in.
You know, the key difference between your brother and you is that Gundren is someone that we sought out and saved and worked with us, and you attack us immediately. Look at our beautiful Cluarin over here. She was punched to bits for a little bit there. I saw a evil in her eyes that I haven't seen since I've known her, except for that bugbear she zapped to death weirdly earlier. But
Nice one.
bringing it in.
Being fair.
Just-
Yes.
What are you talking about, Spice? You have saved Bart so many times. What kind of evil are you talking
What about
Cluarin
evil?
just
I don't get you.
as Cluarin is as always. I didn't notice anything weird about
I'm
Cluarin.
I'm just saying that Gundren's been good to us, and Nundro has not been good to us, and Cluarin doesn't seem to trust him. And Cluarin's kind of scaring me lately, so I'm tending to believe her. What if we take this guy to his brother and we let Gundren sort this out?
Sounds like a plan.
Absolutely. That's my.
Yeah.
But
That's exactly what I think we should do.
I would rather not see him.
Too bad.
Kind of. You've not got really a choice in the matter, son.
Guys, can we have a team meeting like without Gundren? Like, stay there, Gundren.
Can we trust him to be sitting off by himself?
Oh, he's
If
tied
he
up.
moves-
It's fine.
If he
I
moves,
hope we
Spy,
know how
hit
to
him in
use
the
it.
head. Spy, if he moves, hit him in the head, okay?
How about the three of you go chatter?
Yeah.
I'll just keep holding on to this little friend of ours.
Awesome, perfect. So, Cluarin, Alicia, come here. Okay, so guys, we have an opportunity to take hold of this mine. If we take out the drone, no one's gonna be able to keep us away from taking control of this mine. Imagine how many workers we can have here. Imagine how many wealth we can acquire. Imagine the magic properties of this place aren't even explored yet. We can learn so much. We can even build a new academy here, Alicia. We can do whatever we want. Are we gonna just leave it all to dwarves? No offense here, Cluarin. But you know, like, dwarves are the most magical creatures, you know. Tieflings, for example, we can take great advantage of this and become something great.
Or we can just take him to his brother and he can sort it out.
I mean, we don't know anything
Yeah.
about running a mine. If we take him to Gundren, I mean, he said that he would like make us partners. We'll get a cut of it without having to do any of the work other than this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do the work of hiring workers and having to come back and check on them. And I'm not
I don't
interested
want
in
to
that.
get into middle management. No thanks.
We can have the eye thing taken care of that. That eye thing.
Iran, we
menacing.
have other things that we need to worry
Okay.
about. We have other goals.
Okay.
This would be a distraction.
But it would be a sign distraction.
We're gonna get paid for
You're
not
gonna
having
see.
to run it.
Okay.
It's the better
okay.
option. It's the better option.
Okay, I guess you guys are right.
We'll take him to see his brother.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you guys say over there?
That you are very handsome and Bahamut has been praying you so much lately. You have become even more powerful. Let's go. If I take this guy in your hands, don't leave him out of your sight. Just keep him steady. And let's get out of here.
Like
We have
fire-
spent already so much time in here. I hate this place.
I know.
I
I'm
mean,
looking forward to getting it.
I definitely would like to take this guy to his brother, but Iran, don't you want to see if there's anything shiny in this room?
Check
is
the
there
room on our
anything
way out, I
shiny?
guess.
I want to check
Yeah.
the. Did we check the wizard already for loot?
I don't think we've checked anything yet.
No, we just
No.
got done fighting.
Let's go check him for loot.
Let's check him. I want to check the room too.
I want to
All
check
right,
that
well,
circle with
oh,
a
thank
star on it.
Or
Sophie sus.
that's the large statue of the dwarf on the
Oh, it's
throne.
got the emeralds in its eyes.
Yeah, with the
Awesome.
emeralds in its eyes.
Oh,
What's up,
shit.
pry bar, y'all? We can get them.
This is
If
gonna be
it's not trapped.
yeah. This is gonna be straight out of Aladdin, where like Iran
That
is
like
a poo.
screams trapped to me.
He sees the emeralds, and his
Bro.
eyes are just like, oh, I gotta get it.
So, due to a fourth wall revelation in his mind, Aran realizes and says to Pai, why did you search him if he has any hidden stuff on him, like a knife or something in his boot?
You said that you're doing this telepathically to me?
No, I mean, like, it's the fourth wall talking to Aran, and Aran transmitting his thoughts to Pai. That's why he's behaving like that.
Oh, okay.
He's getting a fourth wall.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I mean, surely there's something cool in here, right?
Yeah,
He's saying
Sure.
make sure the dwarf can't cut the ropes himself, like with something hidden in his boot.
If he has something in his boot or in his clothes, maybe.
Oh yeah, I can do a perception, like a pat down of Nundro, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
pat down's not really perception, right? It's
Do
like,
do an investigation.
Do a molestation
there.
check.
Yeah, do
in all
a
the cavities.
Oh wait, what
Do a
was I
light
doing?
petting check.
Investigation, did you say?
yeah, investigation.
Oh good, I'm worse at that.
Dwarf handling check.
6.
You give him a quick pat down. You don't find anything on him.
Well, he's got twig and 2 berries like the rest of us, but I don't see anything else.
I don't have a twig and berries.
Well, like at
Fine.
least some of us, right?
Got some berries in my backpack.
One day, remind me to teach you about the anatomy of creatures in this world. It's gonna be a very interesting lesson. You're gonna see
The
that they are
birds and
not
the
called
bees.
berries and sticks. They're called something else. I can't say right now because we're ready to play this. But don't get the wrong idea, dude. I'm not influencing anything. I just want to teach you so you don't embarrass yourself.
I
you know,
mean,
this
you're
is-
saying is this going to be a practical lesson, or is it more like on a blackboard type
Come
thing?
on, guys. Come on,
I mean, is
guys.
this going to be like your
It's gonna be a
romantic
practical
moment you
demonstration.
had?
Yeah.
Oh my god, guys. You can take notes, okay? Yeah, impossible to deal with.
You see Pi just sit down like cross-legged and just look at Iran ready to take notes. He's just like,
Not now, my beautiful friend. Not now.
I mean, Nundro seems fine. This guy's not gonna go anywhere. He was kind of weak.
All right, so let's search.
Okay,
Let's search the wizard and let's search the room.
All right.
Of all things.
Yeah. Just kick over the external drive. That's fine.
It's all fine. Just break everything.
Yep,
Baby
break
DM's doing
everything.
hard mode for tonight.
Oh, she absolutely is. And I have to make sure she's calm enough because if I put her down when she's too excited, she'll throw up everywhere.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Great times. This is just the best.
This is why you always make
great.
jokes about exploding runes now. The exploding runes is Baby DM.
Yeah, it's the baby.
Yeah.
So you do a quick kind of check of the wizard. You see he has a potion and that really cool looking black staff he had that's in
Ooh,
the shape of the spider.
Yeah.
In addition, you see that he has an iron key with a head shaped like an anvil.
Mhm.
And go ahead and roll me a perception check, please, for those who want to investigate the rune.
Oh,
Can I do an
actually,
investigation check.
Perception, because you're just seeing if you could spot stuff. Okay. Pi, unusually perceptive,
Pi.
surprisingly.
sees a sack on a wooden table.
Of course he does. Of course, of all the things, Pi sees a sack. What corner of the room? Like, yada?
It's over here.
Yada.
Yep. It's next to where the beds and stuff are.
Aron, do you want to see what's in that little thing over there? That looks like it might be interesting.
Ooh, good eye. You're learning, my boy. Let's Papa Aran says this for you. You don't have to bother. I'm gonna be saying it equally to everyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
Pi's basically
Aran is
just
gonna
holding
go
on to this
over
guy.
all happily.
I'm gonna walk over with him.
Aren't you trusting me after all
No,
we've
no,
been through?
not one bit. Not one
Me
bit.
stealing from
Nope.
you? Never would I have dreamt of
I don't trust you to make good decisions in the presence of shinies.
Good choices.
Whatever. Let's come with me. If you don't trust me, I don't.
I will come with
It's time
you.
for me.
Okay.
Let's go. I want to see what's there. It looks like something shiny could be there. Daddy. Is there a baby DM hiding inside there?
Yeah, there is. All right. So you go up to the tables, Aran and Alicia.
Mhm.
All right. So you see a sack, and it's a very lumpy-looking sack, and you also see an exquisitely made dwarven ale mug. It's rather shiny.
Interesting.
What's this? Oh, this looks like something very dwarven. Like Alicia?
Yeah. Do we
Yeah, you-
recognize it, or like, can we do a check? to try to
Religion check?
identify it?
Uh,
guess. Or
you
history.
can pick it up. Like it's completely made out of electrum,
Wow.
Ooh.
Looks
so
so
it's
valuable.
incredibly valuable. It's
Looks
very
so
elegantly, I guess,
Wow.
hammered or smelted or patterned or whatever.
Over the top.
Aram starts drooling whilst watching it, like realizing how much this thing costs, how valuable it is. Kind of like, this is so nice to look at. I mean, this is a very good find. Nice. We're
I
gonna
wonder
keep
if it
this
has
one.
some kind of significance,
What kind of significance are you talking about?
historical significance, or
Roll a
Let's
history
try and
check.
figure that out. Let's try and figure that out, I guess.
History check, did you say?
Yep.
Ooh,
Nice.
Alicia, the student of history.
She knows what's up.
This is probably, you recognize maybe like one of the patterns that are like beaten into this. It's very typical of like hot, like dwarven nobility stuff. Like you see some crests and stuff that you recognize. So it doesn't, its importance is more in that it's made out of an incredibly valuable metal and not so much the stuff that's in it.
okay. So this is something we would probably just want to sell.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a collector's item.
Pocket.
Noted.
There's even an engraving at the bottom with a certificate of authenticity.
Mhm.
Perfect.
You look at the bottom, it says this item is worth 100 GP.
Oh, very nice.
Still
You
has
imagine
the
how
sticker
many
from the
stuff we can
shop.
buy.
Mm-hmm.
MSRP
How many stuff
150
can
GP.
Oh.
Imagine all the valuables we can get our hands into by taking this one.
And speaking
Oh.
of valuables, there is that sack. You guys gonna open it up? What's in the
Jump in the
sack?
sack.
I mean, it's lumpy,
Open
so it
Just-
either has a tumor or coins.
Make sure you open it with like your face directly over the hole
Oh,
in case it's like
absolutely.
a
Please
trap
do
of
it
some
with your
kind.
face, with your face peering into it.
Yeah.
I'd like
And
to
then
check.
reach your hand in there
to-
without looking first.
I'd like to check and make sure it's
go
not
wrist deep.
trapped or there's nothing funny looking about it.
Roll me a perception check.
It's a mimic, it eats you.
Roll the investigation rather. You're looking
Oh,
for something
thank you.
funny.
Ooh.
Nope, it is an ordinary sack.
Yay.
Rego
As you
sack.
investigate it, it makes all sorts of jingly jangly sounds,
All right.
indicating it's probably filled with coins.
Yeah.
Hundreds
Okay.
of coins.
It's not a tumor. All right, let's
Alicia actually said that, by the way. That's canon now.
I'm gonna open it up carefully.
So you see about 300 coins in here. So this is not a small amount of stuff. It looks like,
Nice.
and this is better than your normal haul because there is no silver or copper mixed into this. You do see that silvery gold of electrum. Looks like there's about 200-ish coins of that in there.
Wow.
About half of that are gold pieces, and you see 15 that are particularly silvery and particularly shiny. It's the first time you've seen these, but you can identify these as platinum pieces.
Oh yeah, baby. We hitting the
Hey,
brothels
guys,
tonight.
If Gundren's bullshitting us, we still get paid.
And in addition, you see 9 small gemstones, like little paradots.
Ooh. We're gonna take all of this.
Yes. Split evenly, I hope. Yeah. I trust you, Alicia. I'm glad you opened that and not Aran.
Yeah. You see Alicia just pocket it quickly before.
Aran's like, yes, there was 2 gold pieces.
Yeah. It was,
I
just,
know.
Just give me the gold.
it was just a bunch of dice or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's keep going. What do you guys think that staff does? Do you think it's just decorative, or do you think I can like poke people with it and turn them into spiders or something?
Please don't do that, but can we check what it does?
Yeah.
Anybody want to roll an Arcana check on it?
I will. I'm terrible
I
at
will.
I mean,
I
Pi
will do
will,
it.
it. I go.
Pi will attempt it. Cal looks like she's gonna get it though.
Ooh.
Aran is a beast.
The beast.
All right, Aran, you are able to identify this as a spider staff.
Spider stuff. It looks fancy. I like them spiders. I mean, after we beat them, they don't feel like menacing.
It will require attunement, but you do know that the staff will be able to do a few different things. It will be able to cast. It comes with. How many charges? 10 charges. There it is.
So many charges.
You know you can expend 1 charge to cast Spider Climb. You can expend 2 charges to cast Web. And you know that 1d6 plus 4 charges are come back at dusk each day.
That's cool.
That's a cool stuff, guys.
That's very
You
cool.
also know that if you attack with it, it will, because of the kind of spider legs on it, ooze just a little bit of poison. It will do additional poison damage on a hit.
What?
That's cool. That's a sweet man.
Sick?
Who wants that? I can keep that. That looks fancy, but does anyone need it more than me? I guess. I have my dagger. I have my sword bow. I have my magical instrument. Can I hold more stuff? I don't have enough hands. God damn it!
I mean, I don't do melee. Kluarin's got her fancy new mace.
I got my new sexy mace.
I mean, it seems like it's a good fit for you, Aran.
Yeah, maybe I'll keep it. I don't want to be greedy, but if you guys are giving it to me, I can't say
You don't
no.
want to be greedy?
Trying not wanting.
No,
to
you're
be
not.
greedy. I'm
No, you're not.
gonna try in the future.
Yeah, you said that before.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. That sounds very hard to do right now. I'm so tired, guys. Where are we resting? Oh my god, I'm so tired.
I don't know. I'm ready to get. I'm ready to get out of here. We just have
Yeah.
to make sure we get all of our shinies. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
let's get out of this cave with this idiot.
Are we leaving
you
the
see that
statue
there
alone?
is-
Oh, yeah.
yes, there's the statue with the emerald eyeballs.
Can we check it for traps before we do anything?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check, please.
Oh, I'm terrible at that. No, I'm terrible at that.
Yep, you're terrible at that.
And I didn't come through.
Is Iran gonna come
Iran, it's
through?
all
Yeah.
right. You, son.
Give me a second. Aran was talking to the hammer. Needed to some advice from the hammer.
That hammer?
The hammer, the
Oh,
real
yeah.
hammer.
Oh no, even worse.
Aran can't
The
properly
hammer didn't
investigate.
help.
He's too entranced by the eyes. He's just gonna run up there
Yeah.
heedlessly.
Oh my god.
Pi, you are able to kind of basically see that there is nothing like you don't see anything trapped. So you could probably just kind of come up there and kind of pop them out.
Is the statue like gigantic or like people sized?
The statue is. There's a description of it somewhere. It's 9 feet tall.
Oh, okay.
Well, I ain't getting up
Yeah,
there.
that's fine. Pi could grab that. Hey, Aran, what do you think about taking these eyes as a trophy?
I mean, we are taking them as a trophy. You are very correct, my friend. And you have learned the ways of our party. I'm proud
Would
of
we
you.
get like a sense of, you know, like a whole race of dwarves would be pissed off at us for tearing this guy's eyeballs
From
out?
our roles, we wouldn't get that.
It's funny you mention that because Kluarin would recognize this as a statue of Dumathoin, who is the dwarven god of mining.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
What do you think, guys? Should I take the eyes down?
I
Yeah.
don't think so. We've got
Why?
like a lot. We've got a lot of stuff here. We've got an opportunity to be partners in a mine. I feel
You
like
said
this
we should
is.
get more shinies.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about vandalism.
I mean, who cares?
We can
Who
get
needs-
these
yeah.
are shinies we earned by like killing the bad guys.
This is
Vandalism.
What is vandalism? Who cares about stuff like we're just gonna take it. Not gonna do anything for them being
Do what
here.
you want.
I
Do what
would
you
just, I mean, as
Wow.
much as I would like to take the shinies, they probably know those emeralds are in that face already, whoever owns this mine. We don't own the mine. Like, there's no
Yeah.
need to take it. We've got a whole bunch of stuff out there.
I mean, Pi looks at everyone very seriously and he kind of says, I don't know if you guys will believe me, but Bahamut spoke to me earlier, and he told me that Aran should have all the treasures that his heart desires. And what greater treasure than these weird green eyeballs?
What if
So
this
you-
was a statue of Bahamut with green eyeballs?
Well, that would be blasphemous. We wouldn't touch it, and I would kill
Exactly.
anyone who would think about it.
Exactly. This is somebody else's god of mining. This would be like, you know, somebody tearing out Bahamut's eyeballs in a statue.
Yeah,
Does
don't
Alicia-
do it. Leave it.
Does Alicia know that?
I would have said that once I figured
Okay.
it out.
Okay.
These
Okay.
emeralds are the size of a closed fist, by the way.
Stop encouraging him.
Just for funsies, like, can we do an appraisal check of some kind? Like, could we determine how much that's worth?
Investigation.
I mean, I feel like if we see a huge emerald, we can assume it's worth a lot.
I mean,
That's like
just want to
Leave that
know.
alone.
we don't like bring a blue book around with us or anything.
Like, okay, it's approximately the size. It's got this many.
Yeah. Hold up your fist. Yep, that's one fist-size emerald. That's probably worth a few thousand GP.
That's more than Gundren's paying us.
We've got this Electrum statue. We've got a stack of gold, Electrum, platinum, all kinds of stuff, gemstones.
So Pi just looks at Aran and he says, "It's up to you, big boy. What do you want?"
Iran.
Can I roll this? What my character would do?
It's up to you.
You don't
Keep in
have to.
mind, keep
You
in
know
mind
what your
character
what does
does.
Iran? What would Iran do?
Keep in mind your character does care about what I think too.
Yeah, he cares about everything. That's why I'm very confused.
P.S. We're selling What Would Iran Do bracelet merch after the show. Just meet us in the back
Okay,
of the...
so I guess I don't need to make Alicia more angry. I guess we have taken enough gold. Maybe we can come back for it one day when we are less fortunate. Maybe have it like in the back of our mind. If we need money someday, we can come
If
here.
the dwarves like betray us or something, we can consider coming back here.
Yeah, or we can keep it for, because they might betray us, so we keep it just in the sense of they might.
I don't want to desecrate anything as like an insurance. That shows bad will, not good.
What if we remove it completely and there is no sign of
Remove the
it?
whole 9-foot
But-
statue?
No, Nundren's here. He'll see he's there.
What if we kill Nandrin? I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to find a viable solution for everyone to be happy. Like,
Iran,
look at Pi. Look at
I
Pi.
think the
wanting
shinies
to-
are going to your head.
Yeah.
You're kind of acting like an asshole.
Damn.
I mean, I'm always kind of acting like an asshole.
That's
But
true.
adorable, charismatic,
I know.
beautiful, very cooperative.
I say this with love, and I pat his face.
No. I guess I can't say no to a good pad. Alan is thinking of ways like how to steal the diamond, but then he tries to think of ways not to
You
make
know I'm
his
not going to let
friends
you out of
angry.
my sight.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to make Pi doing
Just slip
Right.
Pi a couple gold pieces and he'll grab them when everyone's like got their back turned.
it. If I had a message, I could have sent you like a private message, like a message to you, and you could have been like, would have sent you a message like destroy the statue by accident, and you have destroyed the actual.
Pi accidentally throws Nundro through the
Yeah.
statue. Just
Yeah, Nandru dies and the statue dies and they get
Yeah.
the gold and everyone lives happily ever after.
Oh
All right,
no.
can we just go back to Gundren now, please?
What
yes.
Florian said, like, half vandalism. It's not even vandalism, half vandalism.
Is there
Half
anything else in
vandalism is
this
still
room?
vandalism.
There's like a hallway over there. Does that matter?
There is a hallway with a door you have not looked into yet.
Oh, I'm so tired. That's
Baby
right,
Dan.
baby.
It
Dan.
should be noted. You roll me perception check before I say anything else.
Who? Everyone?
Sepsh.
Everyone?
Oh, for Fox's glassy mints.
Come on, Aran. There you go.
Hey!
There we go. Someone can see.
Diamonds. Diamonds are forever.
All right, Iran, you see that there is a shield crest on the door.
Guys, there's a shield crest on the
Or
door.
an anvil crest.
Oh, an anvil. The guy had a key with an anvil on it.
Yeah, so is that a coincidence? It
Is there a
can't be.
keyhole?
Yeah,
Dun
probably.
dun dun.
I can see a keyhole, right?
You'd have to go investigate the door.
Okay, let's go and investigate the door to see if there are any keyholes above it.
I'm walking with Iran, as usual.
As I say, Pi is like, he's kind of like pushing Nundro almost as like a captive at this point, and he just kind of shouts at him. He's like, "Hey, you! What's behind that door?"
Huh? The baby DM.
It's just a storeroom, nothing else.
So you wouldn't mind if we just go take a look, would you?
No, don't do that.
Oh
Aye, let's
yeah.
not do that.
Oh yeah, we're doing that.
We're doing it!
Alicia, come and help me to check the door. I couldn't find any keyhole. I can't see barely anything. Maybe I'm too tired.
I was with him.
No, you
So
can
I'm
you can clearly see that
investigating
there's a
too.
keyhole. It's very obvious once you get up there.
All right, let's try the key.
Is it this door here?
Let me get back to the map here. Oh, you stink, kid.
Uh-oh, poopy.
Yep. It would be that door. Correct.
Who's got the key?
Who has the key?
It doesn't matter. I mean, you're all there, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's try it.
All right. Thank you for taking that from me. Let me go to the right layer here.
And for flavor's sake, Nundro's with us.
Okay. It's funny you mention that because as you open up the door, you see another Nundro tied up, bound, and badly beaten. Going,
This is the drow. It's the doppelganger.
I'm getting cold person.
Alright.
Son of a
Wait,
bitch!
on the real Nundro?
No, the other person, the one that we have been holding.
The one that's tied
We
up?
don't have to cast hold person on him because it's tied up.
Yeah, we got him.
Tied up.
Yeah, but she could get out. I don't know.
No, it's fine. We know now.
So the Nundro
That's
you
the
have
missing
tied up
drow.
goes, I know what it looks like.
Are you by any chance a drow doppelganger?
No, that's a doppelganger that we captured and beat up, kept in here.
Is there a way to force a doppelganger back into its like natural form?
Do we have to
I
use
have an
silver
idea.
or something?
You have to
Yeah.
murder it.
I was gonna say, when we
I
killed the other
beat
guy.
his ass.
What's
I
that?
beat his ass down.
There's no other way.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you at least want to talk to the other Nundro before we kill this Nundro?
No, I had
do.
enough.
I want
I
to
do.
talk to the
I
one.
want to talk to him first.
Is there something that we could ask them that only the real one would know?
Yeah, only the real Nundro would know.
That
What,
makes sense.
what kind of shoes did your brother wear?
Maybe you can use your salad background.
Wait,
like.
what if Kluarin like just walks up to him wearing the boots and we'll see if he like, without saying anything, see if he recognizes them.
I mean, that's true.
That's
Fake
good.
Nundro didn't seem
Okay.
to give a shit about the boots.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, sure.
We have to, we ungag him or whatever if he's gagged.
Yeah,
but-
so I'll go towards him and
Okay.
ungag him.
He has a very good look at your boots, and you see him just get very angry looking.
Yeah, that's some real Nundro shit.
Aye, that seems like the
Nundro.
one.
Nandro.
Do you take off his gag?
Yep.
Aye.
Why do you got What is my brother's boots on your feet, dwarf?
Well, I'm really afraid to say that your brother died. His body's at the front of the cavern.
And you just see him go, that's a lie. He was alive.
The host muted everybody, by the way.
Oh no, you've somehow
Sorry.
muted everything.
Callie, you're still muted, by the way. Oh, everybody's muted.
No, I can hear
Oh.
you all now.
Sorry, my baby muted everything
go.
by slamming on the keyboard.
Eli and Panda
Lime
still
and Panos are
muted.
still muted.
I'm still muted? Oh,
I'll be right back. I have to deal
Stream
with
can
this
still hear me, at
situation.
least.
So go ahead and
You
vamp.
have to
Key,
unmute
you're
yourself
muted
on
on
Zoom.
you're muted on Zoom.
Alright.
Key
There we
and
go.
Yeah, I
Panos.
unmuted. I unmuted myself.
There.
Yeah, Panos.
Yeah, Panos, if you just right click your... Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna
Okay.
go deal with this thing.
All right.
This thing.
So confused about what happened. Like, I was so confused. Like, I was talking and I was like.
I don't know how much of what I was saying got actually out.
I
so.
don't know.
Nothing.
Nothing since Nundro
Nothing.
reacted to the boots.
Yeah,
Okay.
nothing.
Because I was like,
So if he thinks... So this is almost certainly real Nundro.
Yeah, this is pretty much.
What was the deal with the doppelganger that we saw before? That was the fake drow, right?
Yeah, it was the drow that
it was
making
the drow that like we charmed maybe or Panos
Yeah,
charmed.
kind of charmed.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait a minute. We saw
When
a
you-
drow when we were fighting the bugbears at the cliffside. There was a drow that kind of like walked away.
I think this
Yeah,
is the
I
drow.
think this is it.
Yeah, I think this is
It's
that
a
drow.
doppelganger. Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, that's weird as hell. Do you think the campaign wrote it that happens? Because what if we
Yeah.
just killed that person?
It
So
never
since
happens
we
again?
captured him, we didn't see that it was a doppelganger.
Yeah.
Also, we were about to deliver a doppelganger to his brother.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, That guy had
No one would have
a
known.
dwarf should be able
I
to.
think Gundren probably would be able to tell.
Yeah.
I would think it's his
I'm,
brother.
I'm like, it's like Doppelganger is the complete exact person. You can't tell the difference unless the Doppelganger wants to. You can't
Or
say.
unless you just know that person so well and you realize they're not acting like themselves.
Yeah. Like, so I think this is the real Nundro because he recognized those boots, yeah.
I mean, he saw those
Yeah.
Air Jordans and he was like, "Excuse me."
Also,
Because we asked the other guy about his brother and he's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Technically, in D&D, in order to understand if a person is Doppelganger or not, you have to cast dispel magic on it. Technically, like rule-wise.
Yeah,
in
but we
D&D.
don't have that.
Yeah, so we need to just figure it out.
I agree. Like,
I think we
in a-
need to just.
I mean,
well,
I guess
I
we'll
still
just.
wanna, we'll wait for Carl to get back.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I imagine we'll like ask. I mean, I'm compelled to ask Nundro what he would want to do with this guy, or like what he knows about what's going on.
Well, I want to talk to him first because I want him to understand that we did not kill his brother and that it was this guy and his friends.
But
I mean, as far as we know, we assume so, I guess. I still don't know what the hell all the magical shit in this cave was. Like there was all this backstory about like magical like markings on the ceilings and like wizards and stuff.
I
And
think it was from a battle that happened years and years
Yeah,
ago.
it's
and
not.
that's
It's
what-
not. It's not something that has to do with us. I think it's just like flavor text for the story.
But I feel like, I mean, so that's like where my meta brain starts going nuts, and I'm thinking like, why would they include those details? Like, this is meant to be a pretty contained story, so like I can't imagine they just did that for shits and giggles. Like, I have to imagine that's part of something.
it's probably so there's an easy way to like tie other stuff in because you've got all this information that you can just be like, well, I'll take that element and just tie that in this way.
I still picture it's the battle, you know, where Harry Potter and Severus and all those guys were like having a wizard fight, like in Prisoner of Azkaban. Like, that's just what I picture happened. It's just a bunch of people going like, pew, pew, pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
Spelliarmus.
Yeah, exactly.
Enormous.
We also totally failed our grand plan where Iran could have taken over the mine by having the spectator be relieved of his duties. He would have been the perfect mine steward.
I was trying to go to that. Like, I was trying to say, like, we're not gonna take care of the mine. The spectator's gonna take care of the mine. He's gonna enslave the dwarves, and he's gonna rule it for us. And that's
After we
gonna take the
relieve him of
profits.
his duties, we like force him back somehow. We're like, no, actually, we weren't relieving you. You have to, you have to continue.
Oh, my
So
God.
let me just I was listening into the whole conversation while I was changing a rank ass diaper.
Nice.
Delightful.
Sounds
But
fancy.
yes, the reason why I didn't bring up that Dispel Magic would work was because none of you could cast it. So you effectively would not know that.
Mhm.
And two, the Wave Echo Cave had been abandoned for hundreds of years due to a war, like this huge battle that broke out between invading orcs and the humans and dwarves in the mine itself.
And we knew that from the first session. I think you have told
Yes.
us something like that. Yeah.
I told the story once, brief, like twice, like
Yeah.
months ago.
It's just like,
First session.
P.S. That cave had a bunch of Harry Potter shit happen inside. Anyway,
Yep, that's basically it.
yeah.
That your mind imagination of how the battle went down is effectively accurate. Just change a lot of the Death Eaters to orcs.
To orcs. All right, fair enough. What the
Right,
hell
well,
is
I
going
wanna-
on? There's two Nundros, and we got one Nundro tied up, and another Nundro kind of tied up, and we only kind of did this to one Nundro. I don't know what's going on.
I want to talk to Nundro. and I
Which
wanna say-
one?
Which Nundro?
The real
The real
Nundro.
one.
one. The one that recognized
Which
the boots.
one?
The one that recognized the boots.
Okay.
We know which the real Andrew is like by now. Most of us, at least. We have
And
realized.
I want to say the last thing he said was he didn't believe us that his brother was dead, and so what I was saying when I was muted was, we'll take you to him, but first we want you to know that we are not the ones who killed him. It was this guy and his friends, and we were actually trying to spare who we thought was you, but it was really this doppelganger. So yeah, I want to see his reaction to what I just said.
Take me to him. Take me to his body. Please.
First, should we kill this guy?
Yeah, what about this guy?
I totally believe him. Let's murder this other guy who we totally thought was the real one.
Yeah. We were close.
I guess just for funsies,
Let's just
insight
keep him
check
tied up
on
for now.
tied up Nundro.
Yeah, I
But
guess
they're
we
both
all
tied
should.
up.
Well, you know,
Well,
newly
new
tied.
Nundro.
Yeah,
You're tied up, Nundro.
Nundro
Yep.
2.
Okay.
Nandro, the two-person.
So you tied up the beaten nun. So the Nundro that you're in the room with. This is who you're inciting.
Inciting
Nundro 2?
new Nundro.
We want to make
Nundro.
sure we're right in what we think.
Let's see. Pi and Kluaren, you definitely get the feeling that he's not lying. Alicia, you don't know one way or the other.
All right, so let's keep this other guy tied up, but let's let new Nundro. Let's lead him to
Yeah,
his brother.
I'm gonna untie new Nundro.
What the hell are we gonna do with this
He
one?
starts beating the crap out of Kluaren. So, roll for initiative.
What?
I'm kidding.
Okay. Huh.
He had that
He
like.
gets up and he rubs his wrists and stuff. He goes, "Thank you. I appreciate your help. Now please show me to my brother."
But what are we gonna do
Wait,
with this
wait.
thing?
Wait.
Bring it with us for now.
What happened?
We were working the mine.
Yes.
We got ambushed by a bunch of bugbears. I was beaten and brought in here. I don't know how many days have passed, but I'm very thirsty and very hungry.
So
And he reeks. Like,
Okay.
he's obviously been bound for a couple of days.
I'm gonna-
Did you know anything about your captors? Like this stuff that we came with us? It's like you. Did you know anything about them? Like they imitated your appearance for some reason? They wanted to take advantage of your appearance for some reason? Have they told you anything? Did you hear anything? Or
And
were you just
it's basically the Spider-Man meme of new Nundro and old Nundro pointing at each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah, look, similarities exactly like you know? How did you
I
notice?
don't know. He's an imposter. No, he's the imposter.
Shut up, both of you. Okay, let's go. Let's go get out of here.
Considering
Let's
this
get me a
Nundro's trying
headache.
to beat the shit out of me, I'm more inclined to believe him. I'm going to give him one of my water skins because he seems rather thirsty.
So Pi will just like to new Nundro just say, "Do you remember seeing like a drow-looking fellow earlier, like an elf, like a dark-looking elf? Was he one of the ones that captured you?"
He questioned me, tortured me for a little bit too. That cur.
So Pi would just look at old Nundro and go, "And is that you, Mr. Drow?" And like attempts an intimidation of some kind, like he's really
Yeah.
puffing up.
Mr. Drow.
Go
Mr.
for it.
Drow. Oh hell yeah! Pi's intimidation cranks it.
He goes, "Oh, I'm shaking in me boots."
Huh.
Why does no one respect me? God damn it! He kind of like stomps his feet a little bit.
I don't know why. All right, let's take him to his brother.
Yeah.
I mean, Pi wants to kill this guy. Honestly, like I don't see any reason to keep him alive.
Well, for now, we'll just. We
Might
could always kill him
benefit
in
us.
10 minutes.
It might give us more information about people that might be looking for us afterwards, Spy. You never know. You might find even more people to join.
I mean, I guess I'll
I-
just keep an eye on him.
I do have a very important question. Where would old Nundro be specifically? Is he outside of the room or inside of the room?
I mean, Pi would always be. Pi's basically like pushing him around,
Right,
so like
yeah.
he's like always nudging him forward. So
Yeah,
old
Pi's
Nundro
his
would be like
babysitter.
right in front of Pi.
Okay. It's important. It's this. I have reasons.
I don't like reasons.
Yeah, I mean, basically wherever Pi's token is, old Nundro is always one space ahead of him.
Okay. And let me just kind of just take a little measure here of some things between the Nundros. Okay.
Pi nudges him a little
I
closer.
don't. No,
He just keeps nudging him. Mhm.
Okay. Do you so you take him out and bring him to basically the first area?
Wherever the dwarven body was.
Yeah, it was like right at the entrance of the cave.
which I don't know where that-
Important question. How do you get there?
Are we basically just
Remember
backtracking everywhere that we've been?
Oh, no, you can't do that.
We
That's
can't
like-
go through the poison
No.
though.
No,
Guys, I have an idea. Do you remember this weird creature we met? Do we want to pay them one more visit? Maybe she knows something about the doppelgangers. Maybe she knows something about the magic in the mines.
Who are you talking about?
Who are you referring to?
The spectator.
he's
She
gone.
doesn't
Oh,
know.
he's gone, yeah.
He's gone.
Remember,
Maybe
he pushed out.
We
of
released him.
position.
Yeah, maybe she's. I
No,
don't
he's
know.
gone.
Oh my god.
Everybody roll me an intelligence check. Not an intelligence save, but an intelligence check.
Oh no, I don't like.
Pie's
this.
gonna
I'm
be
not
all.
very-
Oh, Pie rolled a 0. Hells yeah.
Hi.
You're not terrible.
Sharpest knife in the drawer.
Oh,
Okay,
that's bad.
this is fairly easy since you had kind of determined where some of it went anyway. But in the Great Hall where you were in before, I'm gonna snap your. I'm gonna quickly. No, if I'm in the right thing, yeah, right here. Do you guys see the gray outline or is it black?
No, I see only
Black.
black. That's black.
I saw your ping.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
You want me to drag my token to the ping?
think-
No,
I think Roll 20 announced that they're pulling out the dynamic lighting effects, becoming a legacy.
Yeah,
thing.
no,
Maybe
this
they
is the new dynamic lighting. This is when things got messed up from before. But
moved. Oh, okay.
kind of earlier on, there was a great hall you were in that let me snap you guys back to the light space. That led in a couple different directions. There was a way south
Okay.
that you guessed would probably circumvent the poison cave and bring you back to the entrance.
Did our character see that?
You would have figured that out because you explored that area.
Yeah, yeah, okay. It would have make sense to take a shortcut because we are tired as well.
Yeah.
All right then.
And now that the bugbear opened up the door, you can actually leave through the door and kind of avoid having to climb up and down the ravine.
Oh
That
god.
would be
Yeah, I
useful.
forgot about the ravine.
Yeah.
Yay, the ravine.
Yeah, let's avoid more trouble if we can.
So
Yeah,
let me go
I
ahead
like
and just
shortcuts.
bring everybody over there.
So good to have Carl moving out tokens.
Yoink.
So this is the Great Hall I was talking about, and boop, right here. So this is the south, and the southern exit I was telling you about.
Is this the room we saw the dwarf?
No, this is like the mess hall.
Yeah, this is where you saw kind of all of the ghouls up here that
Yeah.
had ripped themselves to pieces.
Gotcha. Okay, it's coming back to me now.
Yeah. So Carl's basically saying if we go south from here, then we anticipate this will take us back to the entrance.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll just go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
Just because it's
Yay.
easier.
Yoinks.
Some people are through walls. So
Ah!
oh no, you've been splinched. Nope. I've got most of you. So oh, Cluarin's left alone.
I tried to drag her down.
I'm back.
All right, there we go. So the dwarf corpse is over here. So I'm just gonna quickly do this and do.
Copy an undro.
There's so
Boom.
many Nundros.
That's the dwarf body.
No, there's 3 of the Nundros. Pie just starts questioning
It's
the dead Nundro.
Nundro.
Explain yourself. The body was over there. New Nundro.
New Nundro. That's the OG Nundro, actually, technically.
The original.
We meant you no disrespect by taking those boots, but this place was dangerous and that little dwarf's got mad ups now, so it's kind of cool. But there's your brother. Carl, it looks like he's like typing something evil.
But, like,
Something bad's happening, guys.
There we go. No, it's just I changed the nameplate of Nundro.
Oh, there we go.
Dwarf man.
There you go. So you kind of bring him in, and everyone has seen Lord of the Rings, right? Fellowship of the
yeah.
Ring.
Yes.
Okay. So it's basically the scene where Gimli finds Balin's tomb, and he's like, "Oh!" It's basically that scene. Just picture that
Aw.
scene in your head.
Could you, I didn't really get the full effect. Would you mind acting that out a
Do you
little
want me
bit?
to do a clean cut?
Yeah, could I just
Oh!
And how does Doppelganger Nundro react?
He does the same thing.
Like immediately at the same time, or like just after, like, oh shit, whoa!
Like maybe be like a millisecond afterwards.
Like a beat later, he's like, "Oh yeah, oh no."
Well, not even. It's still a convincing like, oh, but it's they're almost synced. It's like when one of your speakers isn't like
Yeah.
correctly synced up. It's like that.
Can doppelgangers just like copy the people they're copying?
Why don't you go ahead and roll me a what kind of creature is a doppelganger? I think they are
no idea.
monstrosities. So roll me a Arcana check.
Wouldn't that be nature though?
15.
They're like magical creatures, aren't they?
There's no
19.
rules in 5th edition like, oh, if it's a monstrosity, they need to roll a blah 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 check. So
That's
this is
true,
just me
that's
going, they're
Yeah.
they're magical monsters.
That's true, that's true.
Alicia would know with her 19 that there are. You're pretty sure that doppelgangers can read minds.
We should have killed this guy.
I don't think.
Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I say? Pie's always got the right answer. Just murder
I
him.
saw wisdomous.
Sorry for trying to be a decent human.
I know.
Team
Never,
lady.
Not a
never
human.
gets you anywhere.
Did you
Pie
write it?
pitches old
Never
Nundro
did.
into the fire. Just been, bah!
I mean,
We're sorry,
Did I
Nundro.
accidentally bring a fire with me?
Yeah, I see some kind of
Yeah,
fire
yeah.
there.
Yep,
Yeah.
I totally brought a fire
We
with
like
me
it.
by
It's
accident.
fun
Just
Yeah,
put
let's
your-
get rid of that.
it was we were so cold, so we needed that fire a little bit.
I don't even know where that fire came from.
I think it was a cauldron in the main room.
Yeah, I
but
think
we-
there
Oh,
was.
maybe.
Yeah, there was. So little light source on it. Pie is basically
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
just completely done with old Nundro at this point. He's like, "Oh, would you knock it off? We know that you're just some evil, slim, drow piece of crap like the other one we killed. You know we killed your friend, right?"
Yeah, my friend is trying to say that if you don't transform back and become like your true self, he's probably gonna kill you, torture you a little bit as well. So I would suggest you do as he says. And that's an intimidation check, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
Where is that?
Ooh, a Ron.
Didn't know you were so intimidating.
He is
Sometimes.
very intimidated of you.
Does he reveal himself?
It was a
you-
suggestion.
You will see him go and turn back into a drow.
That's better.
Yeah.
I fucking knew it.
By the wisdoms.
Question,
Yes.
just for fun. Since he changed shape, the rope that's around him is kind of loose now, I would assume.
Tighter because he was a dwarf. He's bigger.
So, yes, technically, yes. They're both medium-sized creatures, so I'm just gonna hand wave it.
Sweet.
Yay!
I could be like, oh yeah, because he could have just changed at any point, be like, hey,
Yeah,
and gone away.
Just turns into a mouse and he's like, yipe. Just-
But no, I'll say he's still bound, because I mean, you're still basically holding on to him, right?
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, Pie's been like guiding him around the whole time, so he hasn't let him go.
So there's very little he could do to escape.
Yeah.
Flaren would turn around and be like, I fucking knew it. I knew there was something weird about you.
So Pie just kind of shout out at Nundro 2, or I guess proper Nundro now, and says, What do you think we should do with this one?
Kill him.
I'm not above
Don't
that.
I'm
we-
inclined to agree.
Oh,
Yeah,
sick. Okay.
In fact, he goes, "Give me a weapon."
Yes.
Before we get hasty,
Nundro
Like
versus
a very
Nundro.
like quiet, serious, like he's like kneeling on the ground. You just see him just get up. He goes, "Give me a dagger, a weapon, anything."
Pie
Yeah.
like takes talons like shink and like
Okay, let's see what Iran has to say.
Yeah, my intimidated friend, you're feeling like a lot of animosity from us, I know. Maybe you can convince my friends to spare your life by sharing some of your information that can make us feel better about you.
Let
like,
this guy
you know.
avenge his brother.
Yeah, his brother was murdered.
Yeah, okay. You can do whatever you want with him, I don't care.
All right, proceed, Pi.
yeah, shink. You see Pie kind of go, "The weapon has served me well. Nundro, get your justice." And he hands it to him.
So I'll take it. He'll like feel the way to. He's like, It's a good blade.
Oh yeah,
He
it's
just
good.
grabs the drow by the back neck and just crams the sword up into his stomach.
Shit, yeah.
You didn't even have to roll initiative.
No, and then that's the benefit of NPCs. They get to kind of skip all that. So as like the drow's falling to his knees, you just see him like whip out the sword and just cut off his head.
Nice.
Yay.
We all have a round of applause.
And then
Yeah.
the drow
Yay.
turns into like the long gray gangly skeleton as it's shocker a doppelganger.
What?
God.
Oh my god.
Didn't see that coming.
Da da da.
Yeah. This cave kind of sucked. Jesus Christ. Just like-
Let's get out of here. Do you, Nundro, how would you like us to handle your brother's body? Would you like to bring him so we can bury him, or do you want to bury him here, or?
We'll bury him outside.
Okay.
That's the proper burial.
I think we should take the time to do what he wants to do with his brother's
Yeah, we'll
body.
help him.
yeah. So Pi would just go, let me help you carry him, and would walk over to the dead brother and attempt to carry him out.
Okay. It takes you a couple minutes to kind of like move the rubble. It kind of sucks because it's a dead body that's been crushed under rubble for an indeterminate amount of days. So things are a bit more goopy than you'd like.
Sick.
But you're able to collect most of the dead brother and bring him outside
Just get like
in a respectful manner.
have to get like a Swiffer
collecting
sweeper.
someone dead and be respectful at the same time.
Well, it's like you lay down a cloak and it's like you carefully put each
You're not like
piece
throwing his
onto
body
it.
parts around.
Yeah, you're not just like,
We're gonna-
yeah, oh,
He's
gross, his
shitboard.
finger fell off.
Yeah, it's like
We're gonna
just
use spy clothes.
take limbs off one at a time. It's easier to transport. You can put it in a bag when you have it like this.
It's just like a sickening pop as like the shoulder just like comes out of the socket. It's like, oh, it's like slow cooked meat.
Delightful.
I have been pretty hungry.
Oh, no, don't eat that pie. Bad pie. Bad pie.
Don't know
Leave
where
it
it's
now.
been.
Anyway.
Yes.
All right.
So we
So
Better
we
have-
do the burial, and then we travel back to Phandalin.
All right, so let's go back to the world map here.
what?
Something that you haven't seen in quite some time.
Oh my god,
No.
there's a world map?
I'm gonna kiss the
There is a
ground.
world-
I'm so glad to be out of here.
World map.
So
Oh,
you guys were at Wave Echo Cave.
10 feet from Phandalin the whole time.
Like
It's 2 hexes away. Who'd have thought?
I know.
It's like a day travels, right? Is it the day from Waver Cave to Phandalin?
Yeah, it's going to be slow going with the Nundro, who's badly beaten, messed up, malnourished, like the whole
maybe-
prisoner 9 yards.
Well, maybe we can help him a little bit better. You know, give him a nut, some kind of your healing, your magical ability.
I will give him food and water. I have
Oh,
them.
Nundro is not taking anything from you.
No.
Nothing.
Maybe I can give you something, my friend. Like, and I try to cast Cure Wounds on him.
Sure, go ahead and roll. I mean, just it's flavor wise. See how much you give him.
I would, but I don't have Cure Wounds. Huh. I do have. I do have.
Healing word.
Healing
right?
word.
Yeah. I just said Cure Wounds because that's the first thing that comes to my mind when it's about healing. And I'm playing another character that has healing. Cure Wounds. Okay.
All right,
That's-
so 1d4. So go ahead and roll that 1d4.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Plus your spellcasting mod, which I think is what, 4 or 5?
Charisma. Right?
Yeah.
Charisma.
So
that's
you
5?
see, 5. So you see like his eyes become less swollen. You see some of the bruising go away. Like a lot of the smaller cuts on his arms and legs just kind of like heal up. The abrasions on his wrists that he had from being bound go away. He's like, "Thank you.
Huh.
It's not often that I see many of your kind, but I'll remember this. Thank you."
I appreciate your offer of offering me money in the future. I mean, yeah, you're welcome, of course. It was nothing. Something, but it was nothing for you.
All right. Let me go ahead and roll on the wandering monster chart
no.
here.
Oh my god, imagine.
Let's see what kind of. Let's see how tonight shakes
A
out. Maybe I can get
dragon.
another session out of this.
Suddenly, an
Dragon.
ancient gold dragon falls down from the sky.
No, even worse.
It's a gold
pit.
dragon He's gold. He's good. Why would he come hunting after you?
I don't
Maybe it's
know.
something Iran did.
Plot twist.
Whoops.
No. Okay. You have a peaceful evening.
Yay.
You
Wait,
may
does
now
that mean we
consider
long
yourselves
rested?
long rested.
Sick.
Finally.
It's only been 17
You're
years.
level 4, so you may all restore 2 HD for the purposes of short rest healing.
Am I missing even any HP? That's good.
No, hit
It
dice.
dies.
Yeah, you all. I think everyone burned through
All
through
of mine.
those.
Yeah, all of
I
mine
used
are gone.
2, so I get 2
Yeah,
back.
but
Yeah.
yeah.
And you make your way back into Phandalin.
We made it.
Oh my god.
It seems like it's been 2 months since you've seen Phandalin last. Where's my Phandalin map? There it is. Boop.
Oh, Phandalin.
Oh my
missed you.
god.
So I guess we go to Stonehill Inn, find Sildar and Gundren.
Heck yeah.
Okay. So you do that. You get into the inn. You notice as you're walking through, the town is a lot quieter than it had been the last time you were in. It seems like
Like
The
spooky
whole-
quiet?
what was that?
Like spooky quiet?
Not
or
spooky
just like
quiet,
calm
like
quiet?
settled, like
Okay.
calm quiet. So
That's good. That's good.
there's no like bandits running around. There's no people rioting because there's a bunch of dead bodies that just showed up in the middle of the town square for no particular reason.
Yeah, for no
There
reason.
is a particular reason because you murdered them. But that's besides the point. You look like you want to say something in your defense, but you're just like, ooh.
Pie is,
That's the slightest provocation. You're like, those 3 people need to die.
Yeah, kill that one and throw it into
Kill
that
that
bar.
But you go through the inn and you kind of walk upstairs and you go to Sildar or Nundro's room. Who do you go see first?
Gundren.
Gundren, I would assume.
Gundren. So you go to Gundren's room, who looks better after kind of being able to rest for a couple of days. Like, Nundro! Oh, I'm so glad to see you. You're looking a little worse for wear there, bud, but oh, you're a sight for sore eyes.
We definitely had a fun time getting this guy back. We actually had to fight a person who looked just like him. We almost brought you a fake Nundro.
Yeah, what my friend used to say that there was a lot of troubles where we faced, and we appreciate some kind of rest and maybe a good meal. I mean, we are very hungry, right, guys?
There's Nundro, but where's Tharden? Where's Tharden?
Pie just kind of points at
Unfortunately, he
Clorin's
was-
shoes.
He was killed before we got there. We came across his body as we were exploring.
Yeah, we tried our hardest to save him. But...
Nundro just kind of like wordlessly, like really just, he just like some tears come out. He's like, he died. They stabbed him in the stomach, crushed him with rocks. We buried him outside the mine. But it's ours now. Everything's cleaned out. We can work. We can do what our ancestors have been trying to do for hundreds of years. And they just kind of like, could you leave us, please? We need a moment.
Alicia, is this a bad time to ask them for money?
This is a bad time to ask
Yeah.
them for money.
Okay.
It'd be
Yeah.
very
Let
inappropriate.
Okay.
Let them
Let them have a
Are you
moment.
sure?
have their time. They're not gonna run
forget.
away.
Yeah,
They're not
are you
gonna
sure,
run.
right?
Yeah.
Because the one guy ran into a mine and we
Read the
told
room.
it's
Read the room,
possible.
Iran. All right. Let's go see Sildar.
So you go to Sildar's room, and he is not there.
Dun,
Like-
dun, dun.
Did he like? Does it look like maybe he went downstairs to eat something?
Nah, his stuff
It's
is
like
still
he's
there.
Gone. Okay.
His armor is missing, but most of his other stuff is there.
Hmm.
Go down and ask
Any
where he is.
clues like as to where he might have gone?
Not that you can see.
I mean, we could
You
go
go through
to.
his stuff.
We could swing by the mayor's place and see
Yeah,
if
we probably could see if he's around there.
just like ask around, or he's
Ask downstairs because it's like an inn, isn't it? So it's like a bar downstairs with a.
Yeah, there's a bar downstairs.
Yeah, go downstairs and ask if anybody's seen him.
just take a peek.
Where's the mayor? Come.
Oh. The innkeeper, whose name I cannot remember, goes, "Oh yeah, Sildar came in not too long ago. He left not too long ago. I think he was heading to the town master's house.
Oh, that's where
There you go.
we're heading. That's perfect. Aha! Thank you, barkeep.
Don't forget to settle your tab.
Yeah.
You're long overdue.
Yes.
Think about selling your stuff.
Yeah, we could settle
We're
that.
not leaving yet. We'll pay you before we leave.
And
I want my 10 silver pieces.
and
It's expensive running it in.
who should we
I'm gonna
make
toss
this
him 10
check out to?
because we've got like all kinds of money.
You just like
Hey.
throw her a bag of money.
No, I said
Out,
toss.
Alicia,
I said toss.
Alicia, what are
I'll
you
give
doing?
her what?
Paying our bill?
This is not
but
me handing
we're-
out money. We owe this for staying
But
here.
we saved them, like.
No,
we
no, no,
still
no, no,
owe
no,
her
no, no, no.
money.
You can't just expect people to waive like. There's an economy. This person
Okay,
is
okay,
trying
okay.
to make a living.
Just a little bit, okay? We need that money, right?
We have all
Hey,
kinds of money. We can
She,
afford 10
she
silver
looks to
pieces.
you, Clone, and goes, take it to dwarves.
Well-
Or take it to those devils. Try to oversee, try to take my money. I saw them sleeping in there. They owe me money.
Not in plural. Just one devil. This devil
One
is trying
devil's
to
the
pay
same
you.
as the other.
Here, I'll give you double. I'll give you 20 silver pieces.
Dang.
Oh, thank you. You're an angel.
What I thought.
We'll make sure to tell everyone the story of the great barkeep at the Stonehill Inn. And what was that name again that we should tell everyone? Who?
Oh,
What should we
that's-
call you?
You should call her. I'm looking up spells right now. I'm not in the right thing. The Stonehill Inn.
Your name, dear lady.
is-
What was it?
Is actually a short young human male. His name is Toblin.
Goblin.
It's another doppelganger. I fucking knew it.
No. It's his
Really
wife.
fine.
It's his wife Trelena.
Trelena.
Stonehill.
Beautiful name. We'll make sure to tell everyone about you. We almost killed you. We thought you were your husband or something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's what
Our
I get for
tab-
not prepping names.
our tab is settled. We're going to the town master's house.
Anything. Oh, I'll go freshen up your rooms.
Oh, thank you, my dear.
That
You
would be
just hear,
wonderful.
like, yelling for her son. Go clean those rooms. Yes, mom. You see a boy with a black eye walk up the steps.
How did that happen, I wonder?
The
He
darkest.
fell down the stairs.
Twice.
This got really dark, really fast.
And Alicia just double paid her.
We
All right.
are.
I'm hoping that's a flavor black eye.
Yeah.
Nope,
right.
that's the start of season 2. Is actually.
This is what abusers tell their victims.
Oh, the flavor black eye got me good. No,
That's a meme.
it's got significant mechanical effects.
Yeah.
That's a meme in the making, guys.
Roll an insight check on the barkeep.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah.
If we ever gonna get to the town master's
Yeah.
house, my goodness,
Yeah.
you people.
The party just shows up and Pie's got the barkeep dead and he slings her into the room. There was one
What's the
more.
bounty on this one?
Yeah. Jesus
Is that
Christ.
Trelena?
That was the...
Yeah. Oh no, you've killed her. Yep, sir did. You have to go to prison now.
That's how the story ends. It's
Yep. All in prison.
fade to black. All right,
Yep,
so
Fade to
the,
black. See it season 2.
the crew heads over to the town master's hall.
Oh, it's worse than the Seinfeld ending.
Do-do-do-do-do.
So you go into the town master's hall and you don't see like the mayor looking guy there. You actually see Sildar
Ooh.
in that desk with his
Oh.
boots propped up on it.
Oh,
Kind of like
shit.
really relaxed looking.
You take over this place?
Well, my friends, it seems like the old town master here wasn't much suited to running the town per se. So,
Pretty true.
on behalf of the Lord's Alliance, I decided to take over oversee the town
Nice.
for now.
What happened to the old guy?
He's gone back to his normal job as the butcher. Mm-hmm.
That guy was a butcher?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Sure
he
was.
sure was a terrible mayor. So.
Well,
Maybe
they
it's
change
better.
once a year. Seems fair. Each
Oh.
proprietor takes the head, becomes a town master for one year. Normally, the system works so that every once in a while you get a dud, and that was our dud.
You would have thought he would have been more excited about all that salted pork I brought back.
Well, you would think so, but that kind of cuts into his profits as salted pork is already cured and already prepared. So people will go on over to the trading post as opposed to his fresh meat locker.
No wonder he was so
Place.
upset when we came out of that basement.
Charcuterie.
It all makes sense now. Sildar, you've solved the mystery.
The mystery has been
He
revealed.
kind of like looks at Alicia and around. He's like, sure, the mystery.
Yeah, don't mind him. He's a little bit slow sometimes.
Well, we did
So,
come back with we went to the mine that Gundren told us to, and we basically found a bunch of crap in there, and there was a drow that had hired a doppelganger and a bunch of spiders. Eventually we found like another Nundro. There was 2 Nundros, and then we took the other Nundro, and we found out the other Nundro was actually a fake Nundro, and we killed that Nundro. Well, actually Nundro killed that Nundro, and then we brought the real Nundro back, and now they're crying in the room. We left them crying. We're here now. We did a good job.
He's gonna look at Pi and he's gonna slowly look over to Iran and be like, I'll take that is a loose interpretation of what has transpired.
What you need to know is like we managed to free Echo Caves from the bad people that were there taking advantage of it, and now it's
It's back under the
down.
control of
Yeah.
the brothers.
Brothers, yeah. So you don't have to worry about half folks going from there. You don't have to worry about doppelgangers. You don't have to worry about any threats from there.
Doppelgangers.
Yeah, it's a lot of
We
stuff
ran
that
into a
happened.
couple of doppelgangers.
Interesting.
It's just stuff that happened there. Yeah.
Doppelgangers.
Do you have any idea how doppelgangers could have been like caught wind of a place like that? And
Or why they would even be there.
yeah, did
Well,
you have to do
difficult
it
to
with
say.
with the magical powers that lie inside of there? I guess.
Well, normally doppelgangers are very solitary creatures. They don't like to group together too much, so it's unusual to see more than one in the same spot. So they must have been directed there by a higher power, so to speak, or maybe they were just greedy for whatever the mine held. Who knows?
What?
Guess
That's
that
why,
could've
guys.
been it.
I wanted to interrogate him and didn't want to kill him that fast. Anyway.
But this brings me to something far more important. As your services have been well received here in the Phandalin and surrounding areas, I would like to formally offer each of you an entrance into the Lord's Alliance.
What does
Now,
that mean?
go ahead and roll me a history check.
Lord's Alliance. Isn't she gonna explain it regardless?
Yeah, but what he explains and what we know could differ.
This would be common knowledge,
Okay.
but how much you know is
Wow, we're rolling terribly. Okay.
There we
thank you,
go.
Thuarin.
Cal knows. Clara knows.
Yeah, Kel knows nothing.
Yeah, you all basically know. Everyone, so Cluarin's going to know some additional information, but you all know that this is like one of the major factions of Faerun. Basically, all of the large cities, especially in the north. So Waterdeep, Silvery Moon, Neverwinter, and I think Bryn Shander, which is a group of like 10 cities way into the north, all are a part of this like coalition that just goes around and just stomps out evil and stuff. So if there's like an angry band of orcs or like marauding ogres or anything like that, the Lord's Alliance will kind of send in like they're basically NATO.
Alicia, do you know what that means?
Would
They
we
might
get
have
paid
had-
for this?
Yeah, but also they might have heard of him. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes. Well, I was gonna say before I talk to Iran, I wanted to find out, is this something like they would send us out like and we would get paid? Because that would be a big factor in whether Alicia would want to do it or not.
Mhm. So
I don't know if she would do it out of the goodness of her heart. or
yeah,
out
so
of
do
duty.
you just ask what benefit does that?
Yeah.
Well, So to speak, you may be tasked on occasion to go perform certain missions for us. Depending on the nature of the mission, may determine the nature of how much you get paid.
Like
Being
mercenaries.
think of it more as a privateer organization. So you would be on pay, so to kind of do some of our wet work for us.
But we do get paid. That's like that's not.
Yes. The Lord's Alliance will also confer certain benefits to you. Maybe you can get entrance to certain places, know information that other people are not known to. If you perform well enough, you can even rise up the ranks and even become leaders, if you'd prefer. Entirely up to you.
I would say an infernal to Iran. Like, I think we can use this to our benefit to find him.
I sure do hope so. Doesn't seem a lot, but it seems something.
We could maybe use the weight behind this to get to people we might need to get to find out more information.
Feels like we are so close and get so far away. I thought this doppelganger stuff was like he's doing. I don't know, it felt like we were so close and getting him this time.
Yeah. Okay. We'll talk about it later, but I think this could be good.
I trust you with this.
All of that was an infernal, so you guys didn't hear it. Or you didn't understand it.
I mean, it's okay even if it weren't like Aran feels like you can trust the other people right
Alicia
now.
would not say that in common.
Yeah. So they half infernal, half common. So it's very confusing for anyone. No,
I would not have continued the conversation.
Yeah, I'm kidding. Okay.
So Pi would just kind of turn to Clarn and be like, "Well, what do you think? Is this, what are your plans after all this, now that you've helped us on this thing?"
No, I've got things to be doing. I've got money to make. I'm just trying to make some money here. I've tried to make my own way in the world. I don't have much family, so out here on my own.
What about all of us joining this guild opportunity and being still together like a big happy family, having fun, killing creatures, making more money, adventuring in new areas, seeing new places? What about it, guys? You can't find anything better than this. You guys know that, right?
Well,
You've got good synergy as a team.
we all
Yeah, what's he said about more fun? What's he said about more fun? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that things have calmed down a little bit, I think I'd like to talk to the local clergyman, get a better understanding of what I've been going through. So if that means staying around in town and helping knock some skulls whenever good old Sildar needs it, I guess Pi's got your back.
I mean, it doesn't mean we have to live in Phandalin, right?
No.
It just means they like call
part of
upon
the
us every
alliance.
now and then. Yeah.
Just carry your pigeon to us.
And he's like, well, seeing as I'm now getting a more permanent post here, it seems like, the Lord's Alliance have decided to begin renovating the manor that has fallen into disrepair. Should you choose, you are, of course, allowed to use it as a base, should you choose, or you
Ooh, we
may
get a base?
range
I
elsewhere.
wouldn't dislike to
Sounds
have
nice.
a mano or a base. What do you think, guys?
I think the same.
Yeah. This could be our home base, but we don't have to like stay here all the time. We can like.
Yeah. Keep stuff here.
It's
I
just,
like it. I like it.
we're gonna have it be done up to look like Stark Tower in like the Avengers movie, only it just says like tails at the top, just like
There's
tail
just a giant
5.
tail coming out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Aran is gonna set in the future for a way to make this manor portable so they can carry it with them and they can use it whenever they want to. Like a portable manor. Put it in your pocket, go out of road, and then have it again.
That would be handy.
That is a very powerful magic that is
I know.
beyond your casting as a bard.
For now.
Pi
You gonna
just
take a wizard dip?
yeah,
I
just
mean,
take,
I can always multi-class. Who knows?
so Pi just looks at Sildar
How
and
did
he's
Scanlan do it? Oh, no, never mind.
Pi just looks at Sildar and says, "Well, brother, it looks like you've got a deal." And he extends his hand out. "We'd love to be part of your little club."
Excellent. The pleasure is all mine, of course. Should you be needed for an assignment, we will reach out to you. You may now all consider yourselves to be cloaks in the Lord's Alliance.
That sounds really cool. Do we get special badges or something?
Well, I haven't had any prepared, but you see him just like reach his hand underneath the desk like really quickly, and he's like throws up 4 sheets of like poorly scrawled paper that just say like it's like a crude drawing of a cloak. Here's your badges.
I can come up with something better than this.
We'll take these as
Kind of my
blueprints. We can
thing.
we can go talk to the lady at the Lion Shield costume. Maybe she can make us some uniforms.
I know the best sigil. Just trust me. Just lower your head and I'm going to draw you the best sigil ever. And I'm going to try and convince him to draw a penis on his head. Just for all time's sakes. Is that what is it? Wait. It's a performance check? A deception. Okay, so it's deception against insight.
Would it be
I think?
persuasion? I don't know.
No, deception, because I'm trying to deceive him that I'm gonna draw something nice,
Okay,
although
gotcha.
I'm gonna draw something crude. So, whoops. That's high roll. That's
A 21 deception, eh?
21 deception to draw a penis on Sildar's forehead. You do not get close enough.
On
No.
Pie's
Oh,
forehead.
Pie's
Oh yeah,
forehead.
this is
I'm
on
sorry.
this is on
Not
pie.
on Sildar. Alicia would not let that happen.
I
Yeah,
missed
I
that, so I was
wouldn't
like,
do that.
okay, that's how we're rolling with this. Okay.
I mean, Pi wants a cool sigil, right? He wants something cool drawn on him, so I'm gonna offer him that.
Is it like a dragon penis or like a tiefling penis or
A combination of both.
A very anatomically accurate dragon penis. It's to
Very
scary
anatomically
levels of
dragon.
detail.
Iran has gotten a good look at
Yeah,
it,
he's
so.
he's seen the
Apparently
goods.
has.
No, he hasn't. Okay, never mind. I'm not doing it.
Pi
I'm
would
not
always
drawing
just be
any.
sitting there after a shower with his legs all spread, just looking at around like, yeah. Like,
I'm not drawing anything. You ruined it, guy. Oh, there you go.
do you think we should go check on those little blubbering dwarves?
I mean, you know, let's have a little respect. They lost their brother. They haven't seen each other in a while.
Pi bashes down the door. We're part of a club now.
Let's go and take a meal. Let's go to the tavern and eat something. Like, I haven't eaten something fresh for I don't know how long. 2 months? Or maybe. I don't know.
You got anything else for us, Sildar, before we go?
No, that's all I have for you now. I will, like I said, reach out to you should a need arise for your particular services. In the meantime, I would say enjoy your well-earned rest.
We'll be back to talk about the design of those cloaks.
Pleasure
Come to the
working
tavern
with you.
us. Come to the tavern with us. Let's have a feast. Let's have a party. Let's buy
Ah.
drinks. Let's get wasted.
I appreciate the offer, but I went to 4 different voices there. That was weird.
I've been listening to his voice change slowly as we've been going.
Yeah, I appreciate what you've asked me to do, but I have many things to do here. The previous town master has done an awful poor job of running the town, so
For sure.
picking up the slack is a little harder to do. So if you'll excuse me, I have some things to do of my own. And kind of does the show yourselves out gesture.
Very well, sir.
No, it's funny.
I'm sorry, miss. Are you mocking my tenor?
Alicia did not do that.
Too late.
I
was
consider
Deb being
this a
smart
smudge
ass.
against my honor. I will fight you in glorious combat.
I mean, are
He
you
doesn't
sure
want to
you
do
want
that.
to do
Weapon.
that?
He
Because
doesn't want to do that. He's gonna.
I know what you do. I have thoroughly protected my butt.
There is not enough protection.
no butt is protected from me.
Yeah.
Ass is safe from the ass blaster.
That's why it's called blasting, because it can blast any ammo.
Right up there.
All right. Anyway, so we go get something to eat, and then we go see Gundren, I guess, about our money.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
And there's
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So you head on back to the inn. You see the brothers they've kind of collected themselves. They're kind of chatting quietly as you enter. And Gundren's going to be the first to speak up. He goes, I thank you. You've done far more than what you've been paid for to do. And I mean to extend the 10% ownership of the mine to you. We cannot express our gratitude to you. What you've done is astounding. We will write your names on our halls. We will carve a glorious wall carving of your victory in the mine, dedicated to you. We will tell our children and their children's children about your story. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything for you two. Just make sure there's no more of you that we run into out there. My head's getting a little silly just thinking about all the Nundros that we had to fight to find you here. But we're glad to have been of service.
And they're like, okay, we'll figure out what to do with the money once the mine opens, but I mean, it's all the money stuff. We'll figure it out. It's complicated. But I don't think you'll have to be worrying about money for the rest of your lives.
Yay!
I like the sound of that.
Me too.
Pi just looks at Iran and he's just like, what do you think about that, brother?
There's never enough money, but I appreciate the sentiment. I mean,
we're part of the Lord's Alliance now, so you can call me Lord.
You've joined that gobbledygook.
I mean, good, nice. Do you know anything about the Alliance that's not good?
They talk a good game, but they don't do much.
I mean, they're gonna pay us to do stuff, so.
They say that. They pay pennies.
Well,
I've seen their workers. I mean, they hired Sildar, for God's sake.
I mean, way to rain on our parade. Jeez.
what do you have against Sildar, by the way? Is he
Yeah, he's
on
a
the
good
up and
man.
up?
He just, got captured with me and him. I got beaten badly, and he just kind of got held captive.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
I'd be a little salty about that too.
I'm pretty salty about that, actually. And you know what the worst thing is? He didn't even come over and say, "Oh, Gundren, how you doing?" He's just, "Oh, Lord's Alliance this, Lord's Alliance this."
Is it because he didn't invite you?
I don't need his alliance. I'm cool. We've got the
It's okay. You've got a mine. You're
way better.
you're swimming in it.
You're gonna get whatever you want now with this. Everyone wants you. Everyone wants to talk to you. You have to be careful. People are gonna try and trick you. You don't know what about.
Careful. We've sent word to the rest of the clan. They'll be in force.
No, those double can't get it. It can't help my mind but think this wasn't a coincidence and this wasn't their plan. They didn't seem like they were leader materials. They seemed like they were opportunistic rogue stuff that was hired by someone else. So this someone else might not be over the fact that he lost the mind to us or you, to say appropriately. So you should be careful. You should always have eyes on your back, my friend.
And if you find out anything about who might have sent them, let us know, because we're very interested.
He'll kind of like sit back and he'll like whisper quietly to Nundren. Like they'll have like quick exchange. He goes, "Yeah, we'll look into it. Thank you for letting us know."
Would I try and do a perception to hear what they said between each other in that
Sure.
moment? That's a very high roll that I need to make. Probably I'm not gonna make.
Iran's very perceptive. He's got this. Or not.
It's dwarven. You can't really tell.
He
It
can't
may have said
understand
something
Dwarven
important.
anyways.
Yeah, but if it was something like I could have transferred to someone that knows the language, it could have been translated somehow, but I couldn't get it, and regardless. Yeah. Okay, I guess we are off to drink something. Come on, guys, let's get wasted. Let's
All
do
right.
some stuff and let's
So you guys go downstairs and just have, I imagine, the craziest night of your life. Like, you are rich.
Miner, what do we do with the sober miner?
You're
What
all
do we
level
do with the
5
sober
now,
miner?
which is a good thing.
Oh,
We all
snap.
became drunk.
You're gonna have a base. Like, the world is your oyster right
I
now.
get to have a garden. I'm so excited.
You have a membership card to a not so secret society. Well, it's not a secret society. It's just you're basically members of NATO. That's cool.
We have a lot of goodies.
And as you guys are celebrating, you see Sildar come into the bar, and he goes, "Now, my friends, I am finally relieved of my duties, and I am more than happy to join you in a beverage or two."
Please do.
And he sits down with you. He's like, kind of motions like, "Another round for my friends here."
Huzzah!
Yeah, huzzah! Yeah.
Buying his drinks.
And he's like,
We
Now-
are the dwarves under the mountain.
"Something has been twisting my noodles, something fierce. My friend Yarno, I have not seen hide nor hair of him since I came back. Now, I've reached out some feelers, as you recall, trying to investigate his whereabouts, and I have it on good authority that he may be further to the north in the town of Tribor. And I would like to extend this as my first mission to you. Please go to Tribor, investigate there, and see if you can find my friend Yarno so he may face justice for what he has done to this town, and me, by the way, because I will not take that imprisonment lightly."
He
Don't-
was also the one that was hunting us down, right? With the notes, the spider notes and stuff like that.
Spider notes.
I'm saying this.
Yeah.
like,
No, that was very obviously the black spider.
Okay,
No.
but the black spider was talking to Iarno, right? They were in
Yes.
cahoots.
Yep,
And we
they were
we would've
totally in
known
cahoots.
this. Yeah. Okay.
Don't you worry, Sildar. With the green cloaks on your side, we will take them down and, well, at least bring them back for questioning. You know, we'll help you out.
So you just let him name your group? Like, you
No.
didn't workshop it at all? You just went with green
No,
cloaks?
we are not the green cloaks.
The green tails, then.
I don't have a tail.
The
And they're not green.
the holy
What
devil
about-
dragons.
What about I like big beds and I cannot lie?
No.
I mean, it's got a certain ring to it.
We'll workshop.
I like
it,
your
right?
big bed. And
So-
Alan is gonna try and sing serenade Gluarin like because he's slightly drunk.
And the camera is gonna slowly start panning out of the tavern as he starts singing, and kind of like go up into the sky, and it says, "We shall see you in season 3." As the Tales of Whimsy now moves on to its second season, and then you see, like, quick cut, you see this massive, just like fat woman just cramming chunks of pigs into her mouth, like, more.
What?
You see this massive fire giant kind of pointing over the hill, and you see like this small army of fire giants like running over it, down it. And the last scene you see is this figure chained and bound in the bottom of a ship. And you just see her thunder in the background, and like lightning crackles, and like from out of the corner you just see like the tiniest glint of his face and his eyes, and it fades to black again.
What the fuck?
Very quick person.
Join us for season 2 of Tales of Whimsy.
Season 3.
Oh no, this is
Oh well, season 2 of Tales.
now it's season 2. Season 2 is going to be done by Pi.
Jesus.
Pi, not Pi.
Jesus.
Christ, can you imagine a D&D campaign by Pi?
Yeah.
So
Brought to you
season
by.
2 is gonna be. No, you explain. You explain.
What, you want me to explain it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
So, yeah, that will conclude season 1 of the Tales of Whimsy. We are now officially a cool club, and we've got a mission. That little outro scene was kind of blowing my mind. I don't know what the heck's going on there. It sounds like we're going to somehow teleport into the one shot that I ran a couple weeks ago, which is going to be at the bottom of that boat. But Season 2 is right around the corner, and I will relieve Carl of his duties as DM and allow him to grace the stage as a player in the game. Carl, how excited are you to get behind the dice again?
I have literally not played D&D as a player since I think 2006.
Well, you are going to have your dreams come true, baby. A whole new party, a whole new campaign, run by yours truly, starting potentially as soon as next week.
I can only get so erect.
Yeah. But as Carl mentioned, season 3 of the Tales of Whimsy, well, I guess season 2 of Tales of Whimsy, season 1 of whatever the hell I'm doing, whatever we want to call it, we will see these characters return and pick up where we left off. But season 2 will be a nice little aside. So definitely look forward to that. I'm freaking pumped. I hope you guys are scared and or excited. We will see how that goes next week. But stay tuned. I love each and every one of you. Tell your friends. New season starting next week. Anything you guys want to say? End of the campaign?
I'm just excited. That was a lot of fun.
Wow.
I'll miss Alicia, but I'm excited for you guys to meet my new character.
That's right. We've already got the art drawn up. It's gonna be sexy.
You
And Alicia
thought
will see you again in season 3.
you thought I couldn't be worse as a character, right? It's gonna be worse. It's gonna be way worse.
I never thought you couldn't be worse as a character.
Yeah.
Damn.
I am.
Now it's gonna be worse though.
Well, there you have it. Season 2 coming soon. We love you guys. Thanks for watching all of the Tales of Whimsy season 1. We will be back with season 2. We love you guys.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.
Seriously, so erect.